Hey guys, welcome to Amy's Autopsy Report. My name's Amy. This video is going to be a review for the Spanish film Veronica. This film is a 2017 film. It's a Spanish film directed by Paco Plaza. He also wrote and directed Rec 1, 2, and 3. He was also the writer for the American version of Rec, Quarantine. I am a big fan of the Rec movies. They are fantastic, I think. They are Spanish, so they are subtitled. They're found footage, but they're excellent. A lot of blood, a lot of action, and just a lot of fun. The American version called Quarantine, I really didn't care for that movie that much. I didn't really like it all that much. I did like the actor in that one. She does some good stuff, but I wasn't a fan of Quarantine. So let's get into the plot of Veronica. It's an hour and 46 minutes long. It's based on true events, and people are kind of saying, actually they've got their own tagline saying like the scariest movie ever made, which is both genius and ridiculous because obviously different things scare different people, and so that is fairly subjective in and of itself. But as a horror fan, as soon as I see based on true events and the scariest movie ever made, I'm going to watch it no matter what. I was really excited when I found out Paco Plaza directed this one because of how much I love the Rec movies. So let's get into the plot. I'm going to give you a very basic plot for this. It centers around Veronica, a teenage girl who's taking care of her younger brothers and sisters. Her mother is working all the time and never seems to be around, so Veronica is pretty much like the mother to these kids. So it starts out with her at school, and they're at like a Catholic school, and all the kids in the school are going up to the rooftop to watch a solar eclipse. And Veronica and two of her friends instead go to the basement or to some other room. Rocco's barking. Awesome. And they go to some other room and they get a Ouija board out and they do a seance. And of course, crazy stuff happens during the seance. The kids all leave. The friends kind of stop talking to Veronica after that. And then from there, weird things start to happen for her. I don't want to go into any more plot details because although this sounds like a pretty basic and plain story, I did like the fact that it was unique. So let's get into the things I liked about this movie. The story, although it's been told before, this was definitely a unique retelling. So I liked that. The acting was very well done. Anytime you have kid actors, it can be sketchy because kid actors are typically not that good. These kids did a really good job of this movie. This is not a found footage movie. I was kind of not sure what to expect when I saw that Paco Plaza was directing it. I was just excited about it. It's not a found footage movie. This movie is very dialogue heavy. So if you have a problem with subtitles, you don't like foreign films because of subtitles, you're going to want to steer clear of this one because it's dialogue heavy. And you do have to pay attention because you have to keep up with what they're saying. So let's get into the rest of the things I liked about this movie. The story was very unique. The way the story was presented was really well done. They kind of too much coffee again, guys. This is what I'm talking about. I start stuttering. They give you glimpses of future events that happen in the movie at the beginning, and then they backtrack to tell you the full story, which I personally like. This movie had a really good visual effects. Without giving too much away, there are things that happen in this movie that were really well done, and I liked the design of, the entities, so to speak. The entity was well done. It was very creepy. They had a great atmosphere, a lot of great use of shadows and lighting. Let's get into the things I didn't like about this movie. One of the things I didn't like about this movie was there were a couple of really cliche moments in it. It's not enough to ruin the movie by any means, but I was kind of like, oh man, are we really going to go down that route? But they didn't. They kind of kept it to a minimum. And I feel like if they would have left that stuff out, it would have been totally fine. It really wasn't necessary to the story. Um, Initially, I wasn't sure I would be able to sit still for that long because it's an hour and 46 minutes long. And I don't have, it's not easy for me to sit still. So it didn't end up being too big of a problem. But I do believe that they could have cut maybe 5-10 minutes out of it and made it a little shorter. Again, not a deal breaker. I really liked this movie. It's streaming on Netflix. If you haven't watched it and you like Ouija board, Conjuring esque type movies, I think you should check this one out. It was it was very creepy. It was very well done. The production values were great. I can't wait to see what Paco Plaza does next, to be honest. I'm going to give this movie a 4 out of 5. I say check it out. If you've seen this movie, let me know what you think in the comment section below. As always, if you like these videos, give me a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram at Amy's Autopsy Report, and I will catch you guys in the next